When you see a building, the logical conclusion is that someone built it. You see the design, the structure, the architecture, you see the intricate work, and you realize that it didn't just come to be like that by itself. The wind didn't just blow those pieces and parts together. They didn't just fall out of the sky and land in that manner. Somebody built it. You may not know who that somebody is, and it may have been done years and years and years before your time, but you still know that someone built it because the evidence of design presupposes a designer. And this morning I'm reading from Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 4, and it says, "For every house is builded by some man, but he that built all things is God." Well, that's it. God in his word tells us that if you want to know that there's a God, simply look at the intricacy and design of his creation. Romans chapter 1 verse 19 says exactly the same thing. It says, "Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." The entire world is without excuse to not believe in the existence of God. As a matter of fact, Psalm 53:1 says, "The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God." It is foolish to say there's no God when you look at the design all around us. The idea that the incredibly complex life that we live in this world happened by accident or by chance is incredibly foolish. Not only that, but we can learn a lot about God. When Paul was preaching in Iconium, he had the opportunity to heal a man. Well, the people there, they worshiped false gods, and they thought that Paul and Barnabas were gods, and they wanted to do a sacrifice to them. And they were trying to put a stop to it. And so Paul says this in Acts 14:15, and saying, "Sirs, why do you these things? We also are men of like passions with you, and preach unto you that ye should turn from these vanities." The vanities he's talking about are their false gods and their false worship. "Turn from these vanities unto the living God, which made heaven and earth and the sea and all things that are therein, who in times past suffered all nations to walk in their own ways. Nevertheless, he left not himself without witness, in that he did good and gave us rain from heaven and fruitful seasons, filling our hearts with food and gladness." The common grace of God upon his creation is another thing that we can use to learn about God, to understand that not only did he design and build all of this creation, but he designed and built it for us. He designed and built it to take care of us, to feed us. The water, the hydraulic system that waters the entire earth, the fact that fruits and vegetables and that they bring forth after their kind, and it truly is amazing as you consider the unbelievable design of the planet that we live on. The sun that gives light and energy to our earth, the fact that seeds are able to pollinate and grow crops that can feed us. It's an incredible design. And it comes from an incredible designer. And the Bible tells us that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. That's the Lord Jesus Christ. All things were made by him. I just want to encourage you today. I hope that you can see the evidence of the designer in the design, and I hope that you will put your faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. God bless you. Have a great day.